Hi everyone, it's Myriam. Today we're going to fluid paint hibiscus blooms. I did them here on black, but we're going to do them on white since I did the daisies on black for video number 8. You'll need 2 colors of paint for your blooms. I chose dark pink and yellow. You'll also need green for the leaves and white for the background. I thin my paints with Floetrol, but use whatever medium you like, and you'll also need some silicone. The tools I'm going to need for this are something to poke and drag paint around with. This is just an old paintbrush handle that I sharpened one end. I made a pointy end on and left the sort of duller point on the other end. So this is reusable because it's plastic. I can wash it and use it over again. And then you need a straw, the kind that has a bendy end. And then a rag or paper towel or sponge that you can wipe your tool off of periodically when it gets paint on it. So, having all those things, we are now going to cover this surface with a nice wet layer of paint. So this is my paint and Floetrol mix. I use about 2 parts Floetrol, 2 parts paint to about 4 parts Floetrol and 1 part water, thereabouts. So I'm going to cover this surface and make it all nice and wet and thick. Okay, so now I've got a nice wet layer of white paint mixed in Floetrol on the canvas. There's no silicone in the white paint. There's only silicone in the yellow and the pink. There's no need to put silicone in the green. It wouldn't help for this. Okay, so like last time, I'm going to make 2 blooms. And I'll put them in the same place that I put the daisies in on the black canvas from the last video. So I want a nice big glob of pink. And for these globs, they'll be pretty large. Try to be a little more careful than I am, because I just got to drop over there. So you'll determine how big you want your blooms to be based on how big of a canvas you're working on. This is a small 4 by 4 inch canvas, so I don't need them to be humongous. Okay, so now I need to wipe my tool, and I'm going to put some yellow in the center. A lot less yellow than pink. Like less than half. You can always add more. And now we're going to use the straw. Now, if I wanted my blooms to shoot out like the shape of a tulip maybe, I would shoot this way. So my straw would aim this way and shoot out like this. But that's not what I want. I want them to spread out evenly, as round as possible. And so for that, I'm going to bend the end of my straw down so that when I blow, I am blowing straight down. I hope that makes sense. So, and I'm going to blow right into the center. And you will determine pressure, how much you want to blow. Just start out slow and see how much you need to blow, because everybody's different. I can't really describe that very well. I don't know how. So I'm going to start out small and then build up. Now the yellow got sucked up, oops, on this one. So I'm going to add a little bit more. There's some here, some lacy yellow there, but I want a little bit more on this one. And then maybe a little bit more on that one too. Now if you get some white, don't worry about that, because that'll actually add some interest to your petals. Okay, so now I've gotten a little bit of a spread, and I want to clean this end up a little bit there. So all I need to do is literally push it back in. Okay. And now the fun of creating the flower. A hibiscus has 5 petals, so that's what we're shooting for. So I'm not going to aim down with my stick straight down. I'm going to come in at a side, kind of almost lying it down parallel to the canvas. And I'm going to drag in from the white into the center. And I'm going to do that 5 times. Now, you have to wipe in between each pass. And the reason is, let's say you make a pass. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a pass. And then you don't wipe. And then you go to put it down in the white again to drag in. Well, you're going to bring a dot out into your white, which you don't want to do. So that's why you wipe between passes on every single pass. So and then I'm going to make another yellow dot in the center and then wipe. And then I'm going to put my tool in the yellow dot. And I'm going to decide where I want that stamen to be. That's that long thing that has little tufts on the end. And I think I want it to go in this direction. So I'm going to drag it out like that. And then on the end, pick up some pink and put little dots. And then you can pick up some yellow and do the same. And there you have your hibiscus. I'm going to do the other one and I'll be back. So I've done the petals, and now I'm going to put my yellow center, and since there is a little blip over here, I might as well take my stamen out that way to kind of cover that up. I'm going to use the bowl the dull end. So I'm going to try to clean that up a little bit. I want it to be more yellow. And then put my little dots. And then for leaves, I need little globs of green. And I'm just going to put a glob over here. And you decide where you want your leaves to be. Put a glob. And then with the sharp end, I pull and pull. And do that as often as you need to get the shape that you're after. And then add more leaves wherever you like. So there you have hibiscus blooms done in a fluid way. I so hope that you enjoyed that and are kind enough to give me a thumbs up. It encourages me to keep doing this and coming up with new ideas. Share this with your friends or any groups you belong to, and remember to subscribe for more tutorials for creative directions you can take your painting. Thanks for watching. Go let your creative nature shine. Bye now.